Hi class, this is Mrs. Pemberton, and today we're going to work together on page 82 and 83 of your instruction book. So we're going to go ahead and start with our example problem right up here. So a lawnmower has a fuel tank that holds 8 gallons of gas. It uses gas at a rate of 1¼ gallons each hour. Suppose that the gas tank is full. Okay, so write an equation that shows how much gas will be in the tank after each hour the lawnmower has run. Identify the slope and y-intercept. Okay, so it kind of talks us through the solution here, and it looks at right away, there's our slope and our y-intercept. So let me grab my pen here. So here's our y-intercept. When x is 0, that's our starting point with 8 gallons of gas. Okay, so we start at 8, and then each hour the lawnmower is being used, the gas decreases by 1¼ gallons, or 1.25 gallons. So it's going down by 1.25 gallons. That would be your slope over 1. Okay, so we're looking for the rise over the run there. So that's where they come up with the slope. Now explain what the slope and y-intercept represent. Okay, so I'd like you to pause it. I want you to give this a try, and then we'll check together. So if you look, let's start with the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 0, 8, and this represents how much gas was in the lawnmower to start. So how much gas was in the lawnmower to start. And then the slope in this case, so would be negative, since we're using the gas, it's going down, 1¼ gallons. And this would represent how much the gas decreases each hour. And then the x would be the number of hours, just so you know in the equation, so number of hours. And then the y would represent the total amount of gasoline. So we kind of just talked through this problem a little bit, so we could kind of look at each of the variables in slope and y-intercept. Okay, so let's now go to page 83. I'm going to go ahead and switch pages here. Okay, so let me grab my pen again. In page 83, guys, we start with a problem that asks us to write an equation or the graph below. Okay, so off to the side in your instruction book, I want you to write your slope-intercept form. We need 2 pieces of information. I want you to try this, so pause the video. I want you to try to write the equation and then check it. So your y-intercept is right there. There's where it crosses the y. We know it's at a positive 2. So I filled in my b value of positive 2. Now I'm looking for my slope, that number that goes in front of the x. And if I look, I go up 1 and over 2 to get to my next point. And I could pick any point on the graph and do that. Up 1 and over 2, and I get to another place. So my rise is 1, my run is 2. Okay, last problem together in your instruction book. So this equation shows the amount of a candle. We had a candle problem on our try 1 that is left in ounces after burning for x hours. Okay, so what is the y-intercept for this function, and what does it represent? Okay, so here is our equation for a candle. Okay, and if that bothers you to have it written in a different order and not have the slope up front, you might want to rewrite it. So it looks like this with your slope up front and a positive 12. The candle started out at 12 inches there, or excuse me, 12 ounces. So if we look through all of our options, let's use the process of elimination. Okay, so 12, the ounces burned each hour. No, this is how much it burns each hour, 0.2 ounces. So that one's out. 12, the ounces in the candle before it burns. Well, yeah, that would make sense, but let's look at our other options. So that's a possibility. Negative 0.2, the ounces in the candle before it burns. No, that doesn't make sense because it's starting out with our initial value of 12. And the last one, so negative 0.2, the ounces of the candle that burn each hour. Yeah, 0.2 burns each hour, but that's not our y-intercept. That one is our slope there. So the only one that would make sense in this case would be B. And it says Len chose D as the correct answer. How did he get that? Well, he was confusing slope and y-intercept. So I want you to explain that on your instruction book, the confusion between slope and y-intercept. And maybe he's the person that needs to rewrite it, so he always sees the slope first. Okay, guys, so now you're going to do some worksheet practice with slope, and then you're going to be in your practice book today on page 95 and 96. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.